fabs and passengers and fabs. Let's get into Chris's energy. All right. Let's see here. I feel like, again, spiritualism is going to kick, not again. I'm talking to y'all like a lot of y'all are in the membership, but I'll share more of that in my intro. So stay right here, okay? Right here. Don't move. Vital information coming up, okay? All right, so I feel like he's getting, or this is coming in very, tuned in. It looks like he's getting little calf muscles and stuff there. So it could be some working out going on, some high cardio. There's this health kick coming in with him. This is giving spiritualism, because then it's like I'm seeing his hands for prayer. I think he's shifting into wanting to get order in his life. It looks like his skin glowy and stuff. So I guess, again, if he's, I don't know what his schedule looks like, but to me it looks like he has the time to really do some self-care, and it feels like he's going to take heed to that. Or at least Spirit is calling for him to. And when they are showing that they're calling for him to, it looks very good, as if he will comply. All right. I know you guys usually like a love reading on him, especially the public. So I'm just going to get some general on him first, and then we'll look at his layers of his love life here. So a love in general, I guess, and then the BMs like you guys like. All right, welcome to my newbies. Hello to my oldies. My name is Diamond, and you are watching Pretty Blind Eyes. The readings held on this channel are for entertainment purposes only. I see him looking at his cuticles and his nails and stuff. So yeah, he could start getting a tug to get into self-care and stuff like that. It's like he's looking at the color underneath his nails too. I know, and I've heard, but I'm not sure that it can reveal things about your health sometimes. Like if something's, y'all can't comment down below, but if there's like maybe little white spots or something, I'm not sure of what he's looking at when he's looking at his nails, but it just could be showing that he's just getting again into self-care. The readings held on this channel are for entertainment purposes only. The discussions held on this channel should not be taken as literal advice. I am legally blind, so I do read braille on my cards to decipher what they are, but I'm an overall intuitive reader. In the description box below, you can find several ways to interact with me, one of which is the availability to book private readings. That calendar is open. The PBE School is open. Right now, it's only membership for the Celebrity Favorite Friday lineup. If you have not been over there, go over there and check it out. If and when you're ready, and if you're interested, psychic development will be coming soon. Orientation, we're aiming for August. And it's basically if you're interested in developing your psychic skills, learning about it, learning your gifts, learning more about yourself, all that good stuff. Okay. Thank you guys for all the love, support, gifts, donations, journeying with me and patience. And you guys are soon to see me back on camera next week. Okay. I know there will be at least one public reading on him a month here. For those of you who are here and like, okay, do I need to be staying, or do I need to just be visiting? Like how often I'm gonna be getting these types of readings? I can assure you at least once a month, but it could be more depending on how I work it out. But the rest, if you love getting readings on listening to readings on Chris about his on the spiritual side of him, and you can't get enough of it, and you would like more outside of this, then join membership. He gets 2 vibe checks a week on when things are regular and nice and flowing. So that's just to let you know if you want more than just a once a month exploration. All right. So let's get into it. Knight of Cups here with the 3 of Swords and the 3 of Cups. So to me, it looks like generally here, it's showing that is he merging these? Is he healing from this? It's giving healing energy, being honest with himself about his, wow, y'all. Some of y'all might really like this. Being honest with himself about his public behavior, reflecting on the different things that he has been doing, figuring out why, which parts was of his choice, which parts was programming, which parts was just him, again, not giving a F. And so he's evaluating things, he's assessing himself. Let me see, 6 of Swords, 3 of Wands, 4 of Swords. Yeah, and I feel like peaceful activities and plans here. But let me see what the 6 of Pentacles is doing with this 8 of Cups. Yeah, there is... This is giving, I'm here, unrequited love. Along with this is going to be him walking away from even putting himself around people that expect a certain type of reciprocation from him that he knows he ain't finna give, never plan to give, all of that. So again, some clean up house here to those of you who already heard his vibe checks earlier this week. All right. Oh, I don't think I told y'all could find the link to the school in the description box and on my community tab, loves. Okay. Alrighty, let's get into it. I'm liking this for him, though. It's like he's kind of, one can only hope. 7 of Cups with the Moon card. And the Ace of Cups. 7 of Cups, Moon card, Ace, yeah. Ace of Wands. Yeah, I feel like he's just, excuse me, channeling, I think, I don't know. But I think he's just, again, it's this arrival point where it's an energy of, okay, I want to feel happy. I want to feel naturally happy. I feel like he's letting go of the gritty, grainy energy. He feels like he's going to be a lot more lighthearted. He's going to feel like things are becoming more cohesive. And, there's a lot of connecting within himself that's going to reflect on the outside too. Or he knows he can make happen in that way. It feels like he's motivated and inspired to do so. Yeah, like I'm seeing a fluffy cloud and nice blue skies and, just there's a lot of peace, like a lot of inner peace here. He could start to crave and work towards, or he's going to get like kind of sucked into that vortex of peace here. Let me see, Ace of Swords, Queen of Cups, 10 of Swords. I also feel like here, not sure of who this is, but this looks like a woman here that he was seeking some sort of spiritual advice from. He's going to close her out too. They may, to me, it gives off like they kind of just share the same common interest. And so he's going to kind of like close the door on them having those sorts of conversations. So pretty much anybody dealing with him, they're going to notice a shift in his communication. It looks like a lot of people, like he's gonna stop sharing, like for instance, this Queen of Cups right here gives me a vibe of like she believes in aliens too. She believes in conspiracy theories. She gives me an energy of like they have good conversations when maybe they smoke or drink or use any other drugs. That was my fingers, y'all. Yeah, I don't know though. It could have just been, this could have been someone he was just using a pastime with too. It's giving those vibes. It doesn't feel like there's much there. And because if he's going to do this sorts of work on himself, he's going to realize that this is a problem, like in a sense of, I don't need this person, this woman to fill my empty voids anymore because I don't have any. Like I'm filling my own stuff up. I'm filling my own tank. And it feels good, and he's going to see where her energy now is going to be kind of depressive, too depressive to be around and stuff like that. So yeah, there's someone he's going to be moving around some people here. All right, final general messages, and then we'll look at love in general. Then we'll look at all 3 BMs here with their and the kids. I'll just slap the BM and each kid together. Ooh, y'all. Okay. So I don't know. I like this for him. I like this for him if he's able to like sort it out in his mind, map it out, stick to it, and get her done. 10 of Pentacles, Hermit card, and the King of Pentacles. Yeah. I just feel like I don't know. He could be sweeping through a lot, trying to get the family. It's just order here. Getting the family in order. Going within, taking out time for himself, with himself. It's starting to look healthy here. It is. It's starting to look healthy. I'm seeing the most nice blue sky and fluffiest white clouds, and and just him getting more order in his family structure here. So let's look at love in general. Do Chris have love coming in? A girl? Dating? And let me get through these real quick. Let's see. Love in general for Chris. Is he trying to cope, as they say in the South? Which is court. Who are you courting? Who you courting? Ooh, I feel like a natural high off of life is coming in for this man. Like, it may agitate the others, the ones that are truly depressed. They hate that he's able to shift in and out of it, but they never know how to get themselves out of it. And if they don't, he's gonna kick them out. He's gonna move them around, like, because he's gonna see it so clearly, right? So love in general for Christopher. Let's see. Dating. Love letters, texting. Is there a crush here? A new crush, new energy. There is new energy here. Like, as far as, again, these girls are going to switch out, at least it feels. They're going to be maybe happier girls, less obligated women, less attached women. So he gives me more of when he goes out socially to be around women. It's like, shake your hand, hey, how you doing? It's very limited amount of time. I don't think Chris wants any women laying up under him anymore, like within his house and his space and stuff. So that's one part of it. So as far as having a serious relationship or, wanting someone there all the time, he's going to run out of his patience with that, and not in a negative way. It's just, again, because he's starting to like fill those empty voids. He's going to see them for what they are, because his moods are going to get better, and then they won't. They look depressed. Knight of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Strength card. Oh, Lord, please. Why do I have to be the messenger at this time? Because what I'm about to say is going to sound bogus to y'all, since we know how Chris is. But I am getting this energy of him wanting to work on developing his strength to practice better behaviors publicly. Choose better place. Like, I can't even get it out because it's throwing me off. Like, his activities, improving those. So basically, if I can give you an idea, it's more of like, okay, I want to do, let's see, maybe, I don't know, an escape room versus the club, or, something like that. I know you guys say he started doing like bowling more back when he was in LA and all that. It's kind of like up that alley too, but I think he's gonna start to add more of that in. See, it's some about his family here. Ten of Pentacles, Hangman with the Page of Swords. Let me see. I feel apologies to certain people in his family. I feel like it's the kids. Let me see. Six of Swords, Eight of Cups. There's a lot of cleaning up going on here. Six of Swords, Eight of Cups, Two of Wands. I feel like there is something that's going to keep reoccurring with him regarding his kids that he wish he wouldn't have done. It's given like, maybe I walked away, maybe I left too soon, maybe, just reevaluating those things, or even, I think it's more of just talking about them, probably more so to Road than the other two, but I guess in their language at their age, however he does it, but I feel him and the kids, and him just, apologizing to those he feel he should. There's some taking account of Lord, I can't believe I'm saying this is wild. There is some taking accountability here, and just wanting to have those conversations and come up with resolutions to things now, and not just comb over them or try to use what he can and just band-aid things. He really want to position himself to really hear the truth and accept the truth and tell them the truth too. It's mostly the kids. Yeah, so he probably, will have those kids say the darndest things moments where he's just kind of like sitting down, talking to them, seeing what they think about, kind of gauging his kids. Nine of Pentacles, Temperance card. So love so far? Nope, I'm single. Nine of Pentacles, Temperance cards, Four of Wands. Yeah, he want to get like his living space in order and, just, okay. Shit, I like it. Page of Pentacles with the High Priestess and the Six of Wands, and mending something again, mending his spiritual connection, and let me see, Six of Wands with the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, he's giving making things right type energy, getting off of things that he may have withheld. Even to his spiritual connection, just out of stubbornness and just to be an asshole, and because I'm feeling this way, everybody got to suffer kind of energy. There's like, he's trimming down off of he's turning off being rebellious to his spiritual connection. So far, no, not seeing any crushes or anything. This is all energy and major arcana, y'all. Okay, let's keep going. Chris and his little love life here. Is he coding? Nine of Wands, nope. And he's very closed off. I feel like he's gonna purposely have this and that going on, but it's not chaotic. It's more of just, again, choosing better. Like, it's an energy of, if I have to juggle a lot of things, and if I have to multitask, let me replace all the negative stuff with, little positive things to keep myself going. But yeah, Nine of Wands, he's I don't see no emotions. Again, this is all just energy. Not one queen, only the High Priestess came out. So again, tapping into that spiritual energy, that energy, that feminine energy, okay? So he could start wanting brighter colors in his environment, letting the sun shine into his sleeping area, all of that. So final messages for Chris's love life here. There isn't one. Let me see. Four of Swords. He just want peace. He like, listen, I can't. I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to myself. I'm not gonna lie to my kids. He just want peace. When it comes to love, he just wants peace. Peace and serenity, tranquility, all that. He just, All right, so that's the love. Let's look at the BMs here. And maybe we'll do it like we usually do it. We'll take them overall, if anything comes out overall, and then we'll just do, I guess, all three. Or maybe we'll do them and then the kids. I think we should, because I think that's actually the issue here. And that's the lesson that he's starting to step into. Learning that his relationship is with his kids, practicing that, developing an identity within himself with that, so that they can get stronger at developing their confidence and their connection with him. It's time for him to start shifting out of depending on the moms to make that happen for him, because just as long as he depends on the moms to make that happen for him, they'll have a false sense of power, and they will feel like they're entitled to that, so it's time for him to kind of like step up in that way. So, and maybe they're saying that because this is something that he's starting to realize as well. All right, so let me this wanted to flip out. I'll keep that right there. All right, let's look at the BMs in general, and then I'll just, how we do, because I'll be having like 3 pals. All right, so them in general, I'm getting like this overall dry energy. Like he hasn't been exciting to them. Again, it could have been, well, first of all, I just don't think it's his job to like be their entertainment, but I think overall though, and this just might be one of their energy that's more than the other. This is just a general overall feeling of all 3 here real quick. Well, no, we're going to get started. Let's start with Nia. Okay, let's see what this card was that wanted to pop out, y'all. 7 of Swords. Okay, so in reverse, this, this naturally just mean like, truth, like it is the truth or a lie. It's honesty or dishonesty, deceit or non-deceit. honorary or not honorary, like integrity or no integrity, but for this to be here, just this one card wanted to just like really fly out when I was like doing whatever. Again, like I told y'all in the school in the membership reading, he could find out some, not so honest things that they have had going on that they didn't tell him about, or they purposely hid from him anyway. Okay, so we'll just stick that over here, and let's do Nia here. All right, Nia. Again, for her, like I got before, I feel like there will be some rekindling, not rekindling, but like some healing she'll do with with the baby daddies. Like there's maybe a thick pattern here where it could be all three. She got like it's Chris and then Zilla's dad and then Cindy's dad, right? I do feel still heavy energy with the last baby's dad a lot. But let's see, Nia and Chris. She feels more off into her own world in a sense of, I feel like a lot is just going to keep coming towards her that she's going to be looking to alchemize. But I feel like, again, it's going to find her. And there's a lot of forgiveness and healing she can do. Magician card with the Eight of Pentacles, Temperance card. I feel like there is something she's been patiently waiting for work-wise. It's going to come in and it's going to be beneficial. There was some unfortunate moments that blocked it, but let's see what that was. So she has a job opportunity coming in. Let me see, Six of Swords with the Knight of Swords. And the Two of... Yeah, somebody was being wishy-washy with her concerning this, and it was blocking her abundance. They could have possibly purposely been trying to hold her up from doing this. Was it Chris's energy? I feel like it's another girl she couldn't trust, which this did come out in some older signal readings, or maybe a recent one. Well, anyway, with her, she's more in her own, trying to, sort out things in her own world. I'm not really getting much with she and Chris at all. She's trying to find herself as a career woman, but an honest one. So when it comes to the Seven of Swords with her, she's trying to find as much honesty as possible now when it comes to like who she is, how she want to be remembered to her kids. Actually, if I had to connect her and Chris, they're kind of like on the same, they're in sync. They're really thinking about their past. Like one thing about her in comparison to the other two is I feel like she has a conscience much like Chris's. And they get into things, they can be petty, but they also can snatch themselves back into trying to do right and all of that. And I feel like she's on the brink of that. Like, man, what am I going to tell my kids if da. So she's looking at life as an independent person, fixing relations. Same thing Chris doing is what it feels like for her. All right, now, Amika. Let me make these. All right. So I see what they're doing here. They're also getting me to address the Seven of Swords for each one. They had me put it on the right side. I think that's kind of cool. All right, Amika here. There's not much coming out. So let's see. This one, Chris and Amika. I feel like, I'm not sure of why I'm hearing or feeling like some sort of like an inability to enunciate or something like that. I don't know if, they're saying slurred speech. I don't know, like it feels like it could be induced by a sedative. She do feel loopy. There is a split here. I'm seeing like one half of her is depressed and the other half want to pretend to smile to live up to something. But let me see. Six of Wands with the Hierophant card. Chris and Amika. Ten of Cups with the Emperor card. Oh. So I feel like there's something that I don't know if they're at war about or whatever, but I just feel like every time she comes up for air, Chris is gonna win. What I am getting though, according to the Seven of Swords, is I feel like there's something he's gonna find out about her that she was being deceitful about, that he'll always now have that to just keep her humble and in line. Like, I don't feel like, so far, I'm not seeing where Amika's gonna ever get a moment like, or a couple of years like she did in 2020 and stuff. And even when they first met, like, I just feel like so far those moments and days are over. So the likes and all that, it's not gonna crank up anymore than no more than what she's already doing and getting. As far as their connection, as far as even her identity, I'm not seeing where she just looks like she chooses to be under the thumb of Chris. I'm not seeing where she wants to really even do anything with herself. This is all his energy. So I guess, it's a go by my rules kind of thing. I don't feel like he's like demanding it in a way where he meets her at the door like, hey, this is what it is. It's more like, this is what she got herself into since the beginning of time. And even when she had those moments where she really could have rocked it and Karuchi-fied the situation, to those of you who have been following all of his relationships, you know what I mean by that. As in, she had several opportunities to, be a career woman if she wanted to and all of that. But low-key, she don't want to. She just used her moments of pretending like she's doing things just for for attention and validation. I'm seeing purchases here because they're even showing B. Simone when she said like she buy like her first 15K. I see a stash of money too. So she might have been one of them ones, y'all, to those of you who listen to his vibe checks this week, that has been stashing money away. Well, that's a shocker. Like, that is definitely a shocker. She may been handing it over to a friend or something. Like, whatever this is, I don't feel like it's in any place that if he looked, he'd find it. But I feel like he knows of places he could look to find out. Okay? But yeah, that's a kind of gloomy spot with them too. And just her. It's very dry, All right, now Diamond here. Diamond and Chris. All right, we have the I think it's what I told you guys earlier this week too. There's definite let me see if this is heartache here. Heartache, confusion, Page of Cups with the Knight of Cups and the Nine of Swords. It's kind of similar to Amika in that, like, she don't know what to believe and what not to believe when it comes to Chris. But I don't feel Chris is selling her any dreams. I just think she don't know how, she's not comfortable with what to test anymore. So where she's equal to Amika is that she's kind of just getting what she can get, and she's not trying to rock the boat. But like I told y'all earlier this week, she's gonna be heartbroken soon again. And again, it's that same classic thing where she gets herself into stuff and then she regrets it, and then she have to start all over again with getting herself together. She just stepped right back into her own troubles, really. So with her, it's going to be very nerve-wracking and emotional. She's going to, you're so childish, the classic stuff. So with them, it's still some back and forth drama and all that's to come with them too. So as in conclusion, before I pull these final cards on them to wrap it up, Nia, who am I? I need to clean up. I need to go to church. I need to pray. I need to cleanse this. I need to cleanse the soul. I need to, but. Her and Chris are the same on that. Let me get my family straight. Then Amika's just under control with her fingers crossed. She's just not putting in any effort to even look for anyone right now or anything like that. I mean, I think one half of her do sometimes, but it feels failed, and she's just, he's her landlord and she's a tenant, kind of thing. But he pays for it, and she just, she's in a box kind of energy. And then here's Diamond still going through ups and downs, back and forths, falling for her own illusions and the things she tell herself regarding them. She haven't let him go. She is that's just what it is. She's not over it, and she's not over him. All right, so final messages for all of them. This is Chris, Hierophant, Knight of Wands with the Six of Cups. They will always be a reflection of the mistakes of his past, and for him, he'll always view them as as situations that he could always reference them to know when he's on on the right path or when he's off. Four of Pentacles, Lover's card, and when he's always trying to get, ooh, there it is, like what I was about to say, Lover's card with the Empress card. When he's always getting in alignment, the family takes the hits. He's gonna always feel like he has to balance, his new family versus his old family, but every time he chooses spiritualism, ooh, 10 of Pentacles with the 6 of Wands though. But I just feel like he's currently feeling not rebellious, victorious, and he's gonna feel victorious for a while here. Like he's gonna feel in control of everything. So the situation with Diamond, maybe she might keep a lot to herself, just like I said, her and Amika are kind of the same, except for Amika is just like, oh, this is just what it is, and I'm just here. But she's still thinking alchemy, like she can change something, or if she's just, and they are just alike. They both are saying, if I'm just patient enough. But with her, she still got vibrant energy to her. Like, she's able to still go back in, recharge, and try it again. She's just going through everything Amika already went through. And eventually, if she keeps it up, she's just going to end up like a dead bug in a box. Stuck, just taking it now, like just whatever. I feel like these last two won't get like real charged up until he really settles down, and then they'll get a boost, like some sort of ego boost again to try to like push and pull him and all that kind of stuff. But until then, with him being like this, yeah, there's back and forth with him and Diamond, on and off situation, and then Amika's just waiting, like she's just there stuck waiting in an energy like that, from what I'm picking up so far. But again, like I said, they both are waiting, but Diamond's waiting in a way where she keeps looking for a loophole, like there's one, hurry up, come on, Lovely, run jump in. Let's see if we get something out of this one. And poor Amika and Ko are just like tagged. You hear me? I don't know if they really look like this in the face, but I'm telling you, they look worn. Like, she done drug Ko through so damn much. Like, they're just worn out. Like, she done depleted all of their energy. Like, it's like when you tell a dog to go to his cage, right? He wanted to play a little bit, but just like, all right, I already know before you say it, I'm going to my cage. You want me to close the door too? Or can I leave the cage door open? It don't even matter. I know. So that's the last two, okay? Guys, I'm telling you, it's important to learn yourself, know yourself. You won't end up in situations like this if you figure out who you are. Because the only way you're going to find your purpose and have purpose in life is if you do. If you don't, you'll end up like these last two BMs. And that, I think it's a variation. But all in all, it's still all the same, under the same umbrella. This is what it looks like when you don't know who you are. You don't love yourself. But they're just trying to disguise it with another man's money. That's it. All right. All right. So the kids. I see him. They all of them like talking, and he looks happy with the kids. Let's see how his identity is going with the kids here. We'll just do it like we just did it. Okay. All right. All right. So this is him in Ro. Let me see him in royalty here. Ooh. Well, she's getting up there, so I guess he will have to brace himself for this. Hopefully, he's preparing so he could take the edge off of this. But there could be a little bit of neck rolling and mouth popping and eye rolling, and But for me, she gives me more of. They may find, which I never thought I'd see this day for her, but I guess this is one of the timelines of her. Having Chris as a dad, but I feel like some temper issues could come in, but she internalizes them. So when you internalize like anger, you could start, it's like I see her scratching her skin, like, or wanting, so she may need a stress ball, until and then, just develop ways to external, like, bring those emotions out in some sort of way. She's giving me agitation. Not really having the patience for a lot. But it doesn't give like, it don't give like a lot real mouthy. It gives like, let's say Chris tell her do something, it is kind of mumble under the breath, or a face or a body language that, it's kind of passive like with her. And she gives me this energy, like she has this energy that even when she come in a room, if she feel away, everybody gonna feel it. Even if she don't say anything, like, cause she gives me, remind me of my niece. She gives me this energy, like she'll just walk in, plop down, and maybe just turn something on and tune everybody out. Period. Like she might speak, or if she do speak, it's gonna be, hey y'all, real quick, or a wave or something. And then it's going to be this like, why did you speak? Yeah, I spoke. No, you didn't. I did wave, kind of thing. Is that she's about to go through that phase where it's like, I don't know the word for this type of behavior, but almost like, okay, like she might struggle with taking accountability maybe with certain things. It's like, Ro, why didn't you put the clothes up? Oh, I took them out of the dryer, but I didn't know you wanted me to put them up. Like, kind of, it's not going to be this whole, like, yes, I did. Kind of, it's going to be like a half and half kind of thing. Or, I didn't do that because I ain't hear you say it. I told you to such and such and such, but, oh, well, I didn't hear you kind of thing. It's going to drain them. It's going to drain. But all this comes from, having a celebrity father that, honestly, he's there when he could be there, but what his work requires, it will, so Tower card with the 10 of Wands. Listen to her cards. Tower card, 10 of Wands, Devil card. Kind of heavy. 5 of Wands, argumentative, confrontational, Knight of Pentacles, but it's really subtle and tricky. And here's the Queen of Cups. Who is this right here? Who is this right here? Sorry, guys, I'm on my little... This woman, let me pull on this. This Queen of Cups looks interesting. She feels like an influence to Ro, and she feels older. So I don't know if it's like like her sister, an aunt, or what there. But there is... I don't know. We might got to do a full section per kid. This is a lot. There's an older, or those are just older girls. I do remember that Spirit said to like they're gonna have to be careful of, having her around older girls and stuff, because that's what I think it is. She's internalizing a lot that she feels a way about, but can't feel like she can't speak on, or no one's giving her the space to do that. And this is the thing. A lot of things have to happen in a way where then you can practice dealing with issues, right? So, like, let's say, you had kids, you always keep sending them to the babysitter, even when they get a little older. If you don't give them that space to have responsibility, they'll never develop the confidence in developing their own style and identity of being independent, or knowing how to stay alone or stay at home alone, and know that there's consequences if they don't do what they're supposed to do, if the parents don't give them a chance and put them in the positions. Like, it's a way you can give a child a chance, but have, but still monitor it, but, get them a little rope and stuff like that. So, but that's just the example I'm giving. But let's say now, like with her, like if it's something with Chris or whatever, and she feel away. With her, mostly though, what I'm feeling here, and I think this did used to come out in the signal readings from last year, that this would start happening. It's things she's hearing, right? And I feel like even with the older girl here, this Queen of Cups that came out, or an older, or a couple of older women, she's hearing things, and she want to ask, or she want these opinions, and it's just making her question her identity or what her own thoughts. This could cause her to be weak in her own decision makings, or weak in being able to trust her own opinions. This could cut her voice off from having opinions. and learning how to develop expressing opinions in a respectful way. You know, this is very debilitating to her voice, is what I'm seeing here that she's going through. So let me see. Five of Pentacles. Yep. She may have been told, you know, Five of Pentacles with the 2. Okay, so there's another thing she's dealing with here is rejection in partnerships. I feel like she may not feel that she have the proper guidance to navigate one-on-one relationships. So she, you know, she could be getting little crushes and stuff now and just don't really feel like she has the, and this isn't to downplay the parents. Like, to me, I feel like I'm pulling just what's on the inside of her, that they may not even have any idea that this is what she is internalizing in order to, you know, approach her and help her resolve it. But I do feel like for Nia and Chris to be getting the pool to, you know, get order in their lives, that will be extremely helpful for her, because then they'll be in a position where they could be comfortable and confident enough to try to help her in some kind of way when it comes in. But I think we're here. So there's a challenge in like partnerships here, whether it's certain friends. I think it's a certain type of friend that she wants, like female wise. And then she may have for her, she gives me like, it's the opposite. I feel like she attracts geeky friends, but would prefer like the Bratz doll, Barbie doll type friends. But then with the guys, she do to me would like, you know, kind of geeky guys. But I think there are some aggressive ones. Like, she'll end up attracting like rugged, aggressive guys, and that's gonna grind her gears because she's very sensitive. She's not gonna like rough men. To me, it feels like she's gonna, if she ends up with one, it's due to imbalances and the struggle because she hated them so much that she attracted them. If she don't learn how to, you know, navigate those spaces in a healthy way. King of Pentacles, but she don't give me that, ooh, I want a bad boy type of vibe. Like, she ain't feeling all of that. She likes you know, like a gamer or a guy that's into anime, cartoons, that kind of thing. A very like smart boys in a sense, but stylish kind of, sort of. You know what I'm saying? Not like geeky, but Queen of Pentacles. I can't even believe we're having these types of pulls on royalty. This is crazy. It's the Lover's card when I was trying to say royalty, but you have the Queen of Pentacles, Lovers, Ten of Cups. Okay, and then here, I think this is Nia coming in here. This situation with this and everything I'm pulling could intensify more when Nia starts to finally feel like she's getting her love life balance. That's when she'll probably start noticing all of what royalty is internalizing. And Ro might feel kind of left out once Nia finds a balance in love and stuff too. Because there is coming, and it's around her work. It's around Nia's work. But I also feel like Nia will get very busy. But it's like I hear Nia saying it's my turn now. So it's just this energy here where Chris could be the one. Last year's reading. Yes, we're going to have to get the old signal readings up in the building. Because I was wondering if we even need them. Yeah, we're here. Y'all remember that? Last year I got that. Like, it would be a thing where Chris will be challenged to have to keep royalty more than he used to. So hopefully it's important that he starts to settle down a lot more, because Nia got a spike. She got a lot of spikes coming in. Work opportunities and love. They kind of like go hand in hand. And I keep hearing her say it's his turn now. Nine of Cups with the Empress. Aw, and then the Hierophant. Aw, why does she look like a fairy? This is like Chris's twin right here, this Empress. So maybe, just maybe, if we keep our fingers crossed, when all this stuff starts to come in, it transitions into Chris settling down, where she will have like a motherly type of influence, like a safe and nurturing one with stability that she can always reference when it is that, because I feel like Nia will be getting super busy, and I feel like it's her dream. It's something that's going to loop back around, that's really going to finally work out, even in love. And there's a lot of healing going on. She's going to be like through the roof elated for all this stuff to start coming in. And Chris looks more like the home person and stuff. So I just hope that spirit is showing that like this transition will be beneficial to Ro if it's handled correctly. All right, now let's try this again with the last two. Let's see if we could just get like two big pals. Okay. All right, let's see. Since I guess it's very serious for Ro, so she got her own section, y'all. Wow, time is passing, right? I never would have thought. We're talking about Ro and boys, child, and friends, and oh my God. I am about to cry. This is wild. Woo, okay, the energy, oh man, this is wild. Okay, I know we've been here for a minute, so let's get this wrapped up. Hey, you better wrap that gavel up, B. The wrap it up box. Okay, Dave Chappelle. All right, so the last two babies here. I'm seeing sand, so maybe all of them. Maybe there is some again relaxation and stuff coming in that's beneficial. I feel like we're gonna start with Lovely is coming out a lot more. She's giving, but okay. I don't know. Let me see where Spirit wanted. I think they're taking it to Lovely over Co for a minute. So let me see. She gives me like she's naturally funny. Like it's things she could be serious about, but it'll be funny to other people. Like it's like I saw her getting up and just like all the sand just falls from her bathing suit, but she's just walking on, just having this this conversation. Like so she gives me like she could end up being, clumsy. And yeah, I think she's going to be like just very physically comical without trying to be, but it's like she's so used to it though. I don't know. Maybe they want me to just do them or their own section. That many cards maybe won't come out. Yeah, she's just going to be naturally comical. Like without trying, but she's gonna be dead serious. But she's gonna, and I hear a lot of people telling her all the time, like, you funny, and she's like, what did I do? Like and she's gonna be lovable for that personality trait. It's just a very natural, funny. It may even be like the way that she talks when she gets older too, the way that she say things. Let me see, 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. 2 of Swords, Death card. That kind of just took. Sorry, guys. I know I kind of feel like a funk now, right? Hold on. 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups with the 2 of Swords. The Death card. There's some shift or something fading off with the connection with someone. It's kind of like turning upside down. Let me see what that is for her. Something's dying off with the connection. I don't feel that that's Chris. It could be one of the, just a family member in general. Excuse me. Let me see. Oh, okay. So they need to and I see this in her damn blueprint. So this is going to be very impactful to her soul contract. It's on either side. I feel like this is more of Diamond side. There could be some very strong sickness in her family coming up that could impact Lovely's course of life, in a sense of this looks like something that has to happen, because this will be something that, like when she turns 16 and stuff, she'll always talk about. So whoever this person is, she's very close to on her mom's side. I'm not saying that it's exact death, but there is some heaviness coming in, but it's kind of there so she can. It's some part of within their soul contract that they agreed to. So 6 of Cups with the Ace of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. 7 of Swords. Yeah. Another thing that's going to come in here is her choice, where she wants to reside here. I think she's going to be very vocal and confident in where she wants to reside. And I think I'm getting Chris energy. So I feel like there's going to come a time, maybe between 12 and 14, where she's going to want to live with Chris. All right, let me see. Let me be sure. Maybe yeah. It's kind of like she's going to want to leave Diamond's side of the family in the past, or as a memory, but not as if like F my family. Like she's just gonna, whatever. I think whoever this is, she may cause the trajectory of her or the course of her life with Diamond's side of the family. She's not gonna feel that wealth or abundance to want to be there anymore. So this could happen between the ages of 12 and 14. And let's just hope Diamond just, keep it slow and stuff, because I do remember last year signal readings. It did show if she kept getting wild like that and being vengeful and all of that she could lessen her days here on earth. So hopefully that's not the case. But with the 5 of Cups here and the 9 of Cups, there is a loss here. 10 of Cups. Yeah, 9 to 10 with the 5. Now, to me, there's a good path so far. There's a good build up here when you're talking like, I like this, y'all. The 5 of Cups, 9 of Cups goes right to the 10, 5 and 10, so she'll like, to me, it's like her wish will be granted. I'm hearing emancipation. She might, yeah. It's giving, what's his name? Willow and Jaden Smith kind of energy. Like she may ask for an emancipation from, I don't think it's both of them. Let me double check. It's like, I don't want y'all to be my parent. I don't feel that. I don't feel that on Chris's side. However, I do feel like there is a lot of a lot of her getting to know more of his people. Maybe not the main people, but his extended family or something. That's the vibe I get around them. But yeah, I feel faint energy surrounding Diamond's side of the family for her, somewhere in between 12 and 14. So maybe whoever has that custodial guardianship over her, she's going to ask to be emancipated from them, to be able to just fully be done with it. Like I don't feel her being wrapped with that side of the family for throughout all her, especially not her teenage years. 8 of Wands with the King. Damn. 8 of Wands with the King of Swords and the Hangman. 8 of Wands, King of Swords, and let me see. 10 of Pentacles. Yep, this is Chris. 10 of Pentacles with the 4 of Cups. Trying to figure out what to do to make this easier for her. Yeah, there's a tragedy on trigger warning. Exit now. But I don't know how deep it's gonna get, but I don't even know. I think I'm done. But there's a tragedy on her mom's side of the family that's gonna make her wanna just be with Chris after this, or within or around that time. Or maybe that'll happen first, but as she's trying to cope with it, she's gonna find that they are the issue. Like she's not able to get through it. So I don't know when the hell but yeah, and it's giving like preteen, teenage, around in that time. But I guess they're pulling it out because that's going to be one of her first major, massive life changes. Lovelies. Yeah. And it's going to be something that is going to always be with her, even when she marries and have kids and all that. It's going to, whoever this is she loves them to death, well, not literally. I guess I hope not, because maybe it could be that they just aren't capable to give her the care that they were able to give her. It could be. It doesn't necessarily have to be Diamond. It could be her sister. I always felt like Lovely and Diamond's sister have done this a lot. Like they're way more. They are way more close, even in soul contracts and stuff. They've been so much to each other, but they've been each other's sisters a lot. and auntie and niece. They've done the auntie and niece role before too. All right. And so now Co here. Let's see if there's anything that want to come out about him. Wow. Okay. So yeah, that's going to be very life-changing for her. Because it's like I do feel Chris asking, like, are you sure this is what you want to do? Like, you know, here are your other options. And it's like I see his hand in his head, like, oh, Lord. So I don't know. I don't know. But it's sounding quite like those signal readings around Diamond and the fast life and stuff. So one could only hope that she take her time, okay? All right. But I feel, to be honest, I feel like Lovely and Diamond's sister is so much much closer than even Diamond and Lovely. I think as she get older, she's gonna feel too like Diamond's dragging her around too much, or Diamond only comes in with all this overwhelming energy when she doesn't have a man or have anything going on. And I feel like this is a cyclical pattern, and I feel like this is also something that was passed down from you know, either Diamond's mom or Diamond's granny or something. There's a lineage of this. There's a generational curse of that here. So that whole back and forth and having daughters and then putting, you know, relationships before the daughters, but then running in for the daughters to patch them up when they don't have relationships, and then overcompensating to make up for absent times or the arguments and stuff. So, and they're saying that's how Lovely will break the generational curse, is to choose, you know, when she feel that pressure coming on and she gets fed up with it, stand up for herself and make moves that probably most kids wouldn't make. You know, very daring in that sense. Ace of Cups, Temperance card with the Four of Cups. This is Co here, sorry. Queen of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups. I see maybe like a nanny or something coming in to work with him. He likes her. I keep hearing like, this is my girlfriend kind of energy. So yeah, this would make him happy if they're looking to get like some, you know, a little companion for him and stuff. I'm not getting much on Co. Co's just Co. Let me see. Let me keep going. I feel like he's boxed in. He's going to be just as boxed in as Amika's boxed in, you know? It gives fish tank energy. You know how they say the fish only gets as big as the tank that it's in? It's that kind of energy. And she's his fish tank. And she's not a big fish tank at all. Okay? So that if you want to look at it in that way. Okay, Co here. Look at the sun. Yeah, Emperor. Oh. Ace of Swords. Oh. That Queen of Pentacles is Chris's twin. Co is going to be in love with Chris's twin, is what that feels like. Oh, that makes so much sense now. I'm like, what is it? Like I see his big self trying to crawl in her lap and everything. Yeah, but he's just, Co just gives me, he be chilling and whatever now. Like I feel like the older he gets, the more like he's not going to move around a lot more, you know. So if he's very active now, that's going to slow down. And he gives me graphics, like he'll be really good with graphics. So video, like games and all that kind of stuff, graphic design. He loves colors and patterns. It's what I feel. So, but in a very practical way. Five of Pentacles. Damn, he not gonna want to be with his mama either. Hold on. Okay, final messages for Co. Ciao. What in the world? Look, them kids said, we are not, Dad, we ain't missing the party. How you think you finna be all up in here and we ain't coming too? Bye, moms. Yeah, they're not gonna wanna, they're gonna wanna be with Chris. Let me see. Let me see. Co here, final messages for Co. Oh, this was kind of cute. So in conclusion, I think the BMs are going to get more and more lost if they don't choose to find themselves. Those last two especially. Tower card. Yep. Hold on. Tower card. He has a shift coming too. Co do too, just like Lovely. But of course, I think his is going to come first. Tower card. Three of Swords. High Priestess. There it is. The spiritual shift. Six. I think Chris is going to shift them with him. See, Six of Pentacles with him reciprocating in his spiritual journey and jumping into this new life. Wheel of Fortune, y'all. Yeah, he sucks them. He takes them with him. They're showing his video. The angel numbers. Yeah, it's just them. Yeah, those kids are not going to want to live with their moms when Chris get himself together. And when it comes to Nia, though, she'll probably be handing Ro over to her. Not in a way where I don't want her anymore. Like, I'm telling you, like, Nia is going to feel like there's a redemption and renewal coming in. And she's going to want to catch that wave. I'm telling you, I'm going back to this. I'm going back to my roots. I need to heal kind of thing. She's going to go on one of those. And, I don't see no problems with those three. She, Chris, and Ro, and all that will happen. But yeah, damn. All right, guys. Well, my name is Diamond. You're watching Pretty Blind Eyes, and I'll see you next go around. Bye.